if you did the bromine percent, you would do 80 times 2, that would be your 160. And then you get the molar mass of all of it, so that 160 plus copper weighs 64, right? And that's going to go on the bottom. How much would that be?
224.
224. And so then you're going to plug in the rest of the formula, which is times 100 equals, and that would give you the percent of just bromine. So you would take 160 divided by 224 equals times 100. How much is that going to be? Guys, you need your calculator, you need to unplug, and you need your periodic table and your notebook.
71.4%.
71.4%. And so that would be your percent for bromine. And that's it. Okay? Now, guys, the only thing different from yesterday's is that sometimes they're looking for a whole compound. Like yesterday we looked for the percent composition of sugar, right? And that's a whole compound. You have 3 different elements in that compound. But we looked for the percent composition of the whole thing. So what if you have a compound like CuSO4 dot 5H2O. This is copper sulfate pentahydrate. And let's say we're looking for the percent composition of water. So instead of looking for just one element, you're looking for the whole thing. You're still going to do it the same way. On top, you're going to get the total weight of what water is. So hydrogen weighs how much? Hydrogen weighs 1. Okay. 5 times 2 gives you 10. So 10 times 1, I have 10. That's my, let's put it down here. I have 10 for hydrogen. Okay, now oxygen weighs how much?
15.999.
Very good. So let's round that off to 16. 5 times 16 is going to give me 5 times 16 gives me 80. Very good. Okay, so now let's get the weight of everything else. The top part for water is going to be 90 because 80 plus 10 gives me 90. And at the bottom, I have to get the total weight of the entire compound. So I already have 80. I have 10. Here, oxygen is 16. 16 times 4 gives me what?
64.
64. Very good. Sulfur weighs how much?
32.
32. Very good. And copper is? 64. So now 64 plus 32 plus 64 plus 10 plus 80 gives me how much? 250. Very good. So now 90 divided by 250 times 100 gives me the percent of water.
36.
So now it's the whole compound. How much?
36.
36. And that's it? No decimal point? Okay. So that's my percent of water in this compound. And that's it. Okay, so it's just like yesterday. Get off the phones, mijo. And let's pay attention. Put that away. The only thing that's different is that the top one, instead of it just being an element, is going to be the whole compound. So on your worksheet, this is going to go on page 37 and 38. Yeah, you can cut it out and paste it in there. Once you're done, you're going to show me all of the work. But don't forget, you must show that your unit, this is your whole answer. You must show the unit and the chemical that you're working with. Okay? So, for example, some of them, like number 1, you have to look for the percent composition of both, of copper and sulfur. But for something like over here, number 3 and 4, you're looking for the percent composition of water. out of that whole big compound, calcium chloride dihydride, which is your 2 waters. Okay, where do we have questions? Remember, your objective here is first figure out, am I going to look for the percent composition of just one element? Or am I going to look for the percent composition of the whole compound? Alex, get that out of your ear. You need to be listening, mijo. Okay, do we have a question somewhere? If you were absent yesterday, do we have a question on what number is going where? We sure? Okay, make sure you show me the